What if I told you that parts of the United States are already crossing 100 degrees Fahrenheit in March, a time when many regions should still be shaking off winter? This isn't just a random weather spike. It's a signal that something deeper may be shifting. Across the western U.S., states like California, Arizona, and Nevada are experiencing temperatures that feel more like peak summer than early spring. Streets shimmer under intense heat. Air conditioning units are running weeks ahead of schedule. And for many residents, the sudden jump in temperature has been both shocking and exhausting. Meteorologists are calling it one of the most unusual early-season heat events in recent years. And while heat waves themselves aren't new, the timing of this one is what's raising eyebrows. March is typically a transitional month, but now it's starting to look like summer is arriving earlier than expected. As the heat builds, the effects begin to ripple outward. In cities like Phoenix and Las Vegas, people are being urged to stay hydrated, avoid prolonged outdoor exposure, and check on vulnerable populations like the elderly and children. Hospitals are already seeing early signs of heat-related stress, something that usually doesn't peak until much later in the year. Farmers are watching closely too, because sudden temperature spikes can disrupt crop cycles, dry out soil faster than expected, and increase the risk of drought conditions. And then there's the growing concern about wildfires. With vegetation drying out earlier than usual, the window for fire season could expand significantly, creating longer and more dangerous conditions across the region. But what's driving this sudden surge in heat? Scientists often point toward broader climate patterns, including phenomena like El Niño, which can influence temperature and weather systems across the Pacific and into North America. At the same time, the long-term trend of global warming is adding fuel to the fire, literally and figuratively. Warmer baseline temperatures mean that when heat waves do occur, they tend to be more intense, last longer, and arrive earlier in the year. This isn't just about one hot week. It's about a pattern that seems to be repeating more frequently with each passing year. What makes this situation even more concerning is how unprepared many systems are for heat this early in the season. Schools, infrastructure, and public health systems are typically geared toward handling extreme heat in late spring or summer, not in March. That mismatch can lead to increased strain on energy grids, unexpected power outages, and a higher risk for communities that aren't ready to deal with extreme temperatures so soon. And while some people may see this as just early summer vibes, experts warn that these shifts could have serious long-term consequences if they continue. So the question becomes, is this just an unusual weather event, or is it part of a larger trend that's reshaping how seasons behave? Because if March is already hitting triple digits, what does that mean for the months ahead? As the western U.S. continues to heat up, one thing is clear: this isn't just about the weather anymore. It's about adaptation, awareness, and understanding that the climate we once considered predictable may no longer follow the same rules.